You have a bad reputation, you get a bad husband. You got a good reputation, you get a good husband. More people talking about me.
I've heard people talk bad about her, about being a dirty girl.
A girl gets that rumor out that she's a dirty girl. She'll be a dirty girl the rest of her life. And they'll say, well, she'll never find a decent man.
Gypsy girl Priscilla suddenly became the center of rumors. She had been the focus at her birthday ball last year, but since then, whispers spread that she had a bad reputation, and the entire community was talking about her. Her mother Luann closely watched her to make sure she had no contact with boys, while her father Pat Baby believed the attacks were purely out of jealousy. In the Gypsy community, a girl's reputation determines her future marriage. Good reputation means a good husband, while a bad one could cost her that chance. To remedy the situation, her family arranged for her to connect with her older distant cousin Harry, who lived in Florida. Although they had only met once, frequent phone calls made Priscilla hopeful and excited about him. However, on the night of the ball, Harry didn't show up, leaving Priscilla worried that he might have heard the rumors and left. Just as she was about to give up, she received a call from Harry, and to her surprise, he proposed. The shadow of the rumors was temporarily lifted by this unexpected twist of love.
Te traje del fogón comida. ¿Quién te está marcando? ¿Quién te está marcando?
Claudia.
¿Para qué te está marcando otra vez a estas horas? ¿Para qué dejas que te marque a estas horas? Tú no le pones ningún límite.
Bueno.
Y que a mi suegra no le esté diciendo nada, porque a poco no vas a defender a tu mamá. Es tu mamá.
Claudia, ya sé que...
Vieja, no puedo creer que no la puedas defender.
Claudia, nomás estás hablando para pelear. Nomás estás hablando para pelear, Claudia.
Ay, 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 cuando una mujer no supera al ex, que ya es feliz, casado con otra y quiere cagar el palo siempre. Ay, pobrecita mamá. Señora, ¿está escuchando la víbora de nuera que tuvo? Ay, por favor.
Claudia, estás hablando un poquito ya tarde, Claudia. Mañana hablamos.
Que tenga respeto. ¿Qué no te hace feliz con los novios que has andado, Claudia? ¿No has superado a mi marido tanto así lo extrañas?
A él lo quiso mucho.
Pues también ha querido muchos a otros y no le han podido que supere a mi marido. No, mi marido ya tiene bastante tiempo conmigo. Bueno, pues le corte su pedo que ya no esté marcando para acá. ¿Ahora qué le pasó al niño? ¿Ahora qué le pasó al niño? Dime. ¿Ahora qué tiene el niño? Porque son puros pedos lo que hace Claudia.
¿Qué, Claudia?
Que yo sepa, nomás a mi hijo ha querido mucho.
Ah, ok, pues qué bueno que sepa.
¿Qué dice mi suegra? Que la deje hablar, que no sea igualada.
Ay, no, qué hueva de vieja, bye.
I don't believe in a woman working. I told my son the same thing. His wife's never worked a day in her life. And I don't want my granddaughter to have to work. A woman is supposed to have daylight hours, soak in a bubble bath, take care of herself, get plenty of rest so she don't get all them wrinkles.
I've been working with Dad paving since I was 14, straight out of school. Down a shot, Gus. This is a good way to make a living here. Look at my office. It's all about family. Doing what I'm doing right here is what makes the money to buy Priscilla her lovely dresses and all the stuff that she wants. I've been doing this for 17 years, every day. I wouldn't do nothing else on earth. I love this. I'm having a ball right now doing this. Look at that go down. Man, spray that. I could do this all day.
Lives this flamboyant lifestyle with all this stuff around him, including the models and the girlfriends and so on, and the big flashy car. But I found him surprisingly reserved in his personal demeanor and so.
I learned really quick about the Playboy lifestyle, but it didn't change the way I felt about my father.
He enjoyed the company of attractive women, and I think a lot of women fell in love with them. But as time went on, then, you know, there'd be a new girl and then another new girl.
I don't necessarily appreciate the collectibles in his gallery of beauty. He does not look at women as Greek statues as he collects them.
I don't meet my wife. 1,000%. I'm dead or in prison for the rest of my life. So I meet this girl and I fall in love with her. I'm a major target of law enforcement. At that point in time, I've already been indicted 7 times. Went to trial 5 times, been arrested 18 times, bullseye on my back as big as any picture you got in here. They were never gonna let me go, ever. So I meet this girl, I fall in love with her, she's 20 years old. I said, am I gonna put her through this? Doesn't make sense. Either I let her go and stay with the life, or I choose her and get out of the life. So I chose her.
Be grateful for a functioning body, man. Don't take it for granted. It's a lot of people that will trade places with you. It's a lot of people on these operating room tables every morning, all across the country, that would trade places with you. That would trade places with you to have a functioning spine or a functioning hip, shoulder, knee, brain. Don't take your health for granted, man. A lot of people would love to trade places with you.
Watch this.
There were some of the best physical athletes I ever had that were not competitive every day. There were some of the lesser physical athletes that were competitive every day. And those lesser physical athletes who were competitive every day were champions. They won multiple Super Bowls. You know, who's a great example of that? Julian Edelman. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the fastest, tough, competitive, grimy, 3 Super Bowls. So he was a champion, but people would say, well, Calvin Johnson was more physically gifted.
I feel like I notice this problem in sports and in just life in general so much is people have so much talent to be good, and they are gifted by God with some athletic ability or ability to do something outside the field, and they are just lazy. They purely don't use it. And then you see the guys that don't have the talent and don't have the physical genes, and they work their ass off, and they are among the greatest of all time. Brady had a bunch of those guys. You got Brady himself. You got Drew Brees. You got Peyton Manning wasn't gifted. He was tall, but he couldn't run or do any of that. You got Edelman, Welker, all these guys that were just not meant to be who they were, and they just worked their ass off day in and day out and became competitors, and because of that, they won Super Bowls. They were champions.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who need to hear this, but don't overreact. Don't even react. Let them be, bro. Just cut them off silently and let them be. Like, don't tell them nothing while you cut them off. Just block them, delete them, and go about your life. Make them feel that shit and make them question themselves like, yo, what did I do?
Well, how about Taco Bell? Taco Bell puts essentially sand, well, sodium bicarbonate.
Wait, bro. Hey.
No, silicon bicarbonate. I think called silicon.
You're starting some rumors.
So they're beef filling. They're not allowed to call it beef filling. They have to call it taco filling because
it's not beef.
The beef has silicon in it to make it fuller and more. Look it up.
That shit is isolated oat products, salt, chili pepper, onion powder,
silicon
tomato
dioxide.
powder,
Silicon dioxide, anti-caking agent. Now look that up.
Silicon dioxide, sugar, anti-caking agent.
There you go, guys.
What does it say? Anti-caking agent to avoid clumping. In supplements, it's used to prevent the various powdered ingredients from sticking together. There's many food additives.
You can't have a cake.
It's filler, man. 36% beef. Oh, it's only 36% beef in Taco Bell. The other 64% is a wide range of fillers, extenders, preservatives.
A una expareja no le llamas, no le escribes, no le ruegas, no la chingas, y si ya te dijo que no quiere estar contigo y que no te ama, le das la bendición, sigues tu camino, te transformas, brillas y te conviertes en una mejor persona. Y eso es lo mejor que puedes hacer por ti.